like and subscribe for more. Holy smokes. And we made it. Hopefully we can beat the rain or we just dodge it all together. Look at this dried out little creek. Dang, big old bluegill. Trying to act excited for this one, but it has been a tough day of fishing. First fish of the day, big old gill. Oh snap. Nice little tiny creek bass in front of us. Let's see if we get this little largie. Oh, I think a Sunny got it again. Ah, man, another bluegill. Well, I'm trying to catch this bass. You guys are destroying my worm. Upside down bluegill. The bass are on the spawn. A lot of bass spawning at this creek this year. That is a very good sign. Bass fishing hasn't been too good here the last couple of years. There we go, fish on. Something got it. Oh, man. A trout definitely chased this thing, but the bluegill beat the trout to the worm. There are a lot of these guys back here this year. This time when I come back here, I catch a bunch of rock bass. Cool to catch some bluegills though. Bluegill population at this creek has been dwindling a little bit over the years. Good to see it's bouncing back. It's turning out to be a creek assessment video. Don't worry, we will hopefully get to some trout. Hopefully we are about to dodge this storm. The creek's really starting to shallow out for the season. Ay, ay, ay. We gotta try something different. Too many of these guys. Alrighty, since we are in June and summer is almost upon us, a great thing to throw for stock trout this time of year is a tiny little jerkbait. It is not the ultralight that I typically like to use, but this is what I had with me. Also, I would like to let you guys know that I have a tiny little split shot on there, and I also have a 6-foot long fluorocarbon leader. Alright, so we should be able to pick up a couple trout on this. A lot of people don't think this will work for trout. Let's see if we can get it to work here for us today. A lot of fish are showing interest. About 3 trout out there I saw so far. Oh snap. Well, I didn't even get to work that one. Already blowing my cover. Silly red breast sunfish. Well, these guys will definitely bite a jerkbait. There we go. This jerkbait is a little big. There we go. Ah, big old rock bass. Man, that is a gigantic freaking rock bass. Holy smokes, guys. This might be some type of citation or record here. Oh, snap. He's flipping all over the place. Jerkbaits are so scary, especially when you have a super slippery fish. Gigantic rock bass. Look at the size of that. Goes from the tip of my finger almost all the way up to the end of my tattoo there on my wrist. That is a big old rock bass. Man, what a prize catch. Might be some type of state record. I'll have to measure that distance when I get home. And he's off. Oh boy, hopefully that isn't the catch of the day. Trying to get something else nice out of here as well. Oh, what do we got this time? Oh, it was a little smallmouth. Ah, man, this dude just sized it up and murked it. Green sunfish, another species for the day. Looks like this jerkbait is not gonna do much here. Look at that dude though. That is a big green sunfish. Look at that, open lipped. Kind of crooked jawed too. Looks like this guy's been caught a few times. Peeled injuries, Rapala ultralight minnow. Ah, man, must have ran over this guy's bed or something. Jerkbait for the win. Stop flipping around. Hooked in the eye a little bit. It's the one thing about these jerkbaits in a creek. You are gonna hook fish all different places, especially tiny little fish like that guy right there. Oh man, almost got me tangled up there too. Another rock bass, another sizable one, but nowhere near the size of the one we just caught. Comes with a little gunk. Free creek prize there. Thanks, dude. Oh well, guys, trout season 2022 has been quite fun, but we are definitely on the end of it. We could hit up a whole bunch of wild trout streams this time of year, but once it starts to get to a certain temperature, it becomes a little inhumane to target trout. Wild trout, that is. I mean, stock trout are pretty much up for grabs if you can catch them. But I guess one of my questions for you guys, comment down below, would you still eat a stock trout this time of year? I mean, I ate one the other day and it really didn't taste too good. And another thing you also have to take into consideration is this water is starting to get a little warm, and it's pretty warm outside. So if you have your fish just sitting there in the water, it might be rotting by the time you get it home, especially if you catch it early in, you know, your fishing session and then you plan on fishing for another 2 hours. By the time you get home and cook that fish, it might not be good anymore. There's some video I saw a while ago, I think it was on American Test Kitchen. They were doing like a study on fish, poultry, and beef, and they were gonna see how long each meat would stay. I think beef lasted the longest and fish was, you know, the shortest amount of time before it started rotting, which I believe was about 8 or 9 minutes. It wasn't very long at all. So it's definitely something you want to take into consideration this time of year. So comment down below, let me know. Would you guys still eat a trout from any creek this time of year? Let's see what's hanging out here. I think we're gonna do a couple cast and winds before we actually start fishing this thing like a jerkbait. You never know what they're gonna bite on. Well, we know what these guys are gonna bite on. That's just about anything in the creek. Holy smokes. Wow. Land of the giant panfish. Well, there he goes. You guys didn't even get to see him, but man, that was a Mondo redbreast. Well, they're still here. Guess that's good to see. We got something else here. Does not seem like a panfish. That's because it's not. It's because it's a very tiny smallmouth bass. There is a beautiful little creek bass. Hope the lighting is just absolutely perfect for you guys, because that is an absolutely beautiful little smallmouth bass. See ya, homie. And he's off. You always get such great releases with the small fish on this channel. Whoa, that was a big trout that came out, and he came back for it. Not sure this is the same one. The one that came up for it first was a little bit bigger, but we have a trout on the scene, everybody. Rainbow trout. Hopefully we can land him on the jerkbait. Oh man, that is freaking gnarly. Something happened to this fish. Oh, that guy's butt is all messed up. Poor guy. Whew, there we go. Little rainbow. Let's get him back. Gonna have to hold him a little bit. Should be all right. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's taking off the wrong way. He is off nonetheless. Poor guy. I don't know what happened to him. Oh boy, just tied on a very tiny little rooster tail. Look at that dude right there. Black and silver is the color, and it is 1/16 of an ounce. Some good old-fashioned multi-species junk fishing. If you don't know what junk fishing is, that just means you never really put together a pattern for the day. You just kind of throw whatever you have in your tackle box and hopefully catch some fish. We've already done that today, so hopefully we're about to catch some more on the spinner. Fish on. Feels decent, whatever it is. I think it might be... Oh, it came off. What the heck was that? That was robbery, is what that was. That was pretty lame. Goose squad. Oh, smallie. Oh, smallmouth bass. See ya, homie. Just started landing. I am making my way to one more spot. Hopefully it doesn't start pouring, because we should have a little bit of cover at this spot that we're going to, but if it starts pouring, we are kind of screwed. And we made it to this stretch of the creek again. Hopefully we are about to catch some more trout. Question is, are they gonna bite the spinner? One way to find out, and that is a big old carp in front of us. He just took off downstream. He came to see what was up with the spinner too. Gotta keep in mind that I am not the only one who fishes these spots anymore, although I was probably one of the first. This little rip here, upstream of that, it is slack water for, I'm guessing, almost like half a mile. So chances are all the fish that end up in that part of the creek start heading downstream to look for spots where they can survive year round. Well, this definitely isn't one of them, but it is a pretty good start. Trout will definitely hold here for some time. There are a couple spots on this creek that will hold them year round. They are very far and few in between. Let's tie on a little trout worm and catch one of these trout real quick. Anything is gonna catch them, it's gonna be this right here. The 3-inch Berkeley trout worm. I have it hooked up on a size 6 Aberdeen hook. Well, if this doesn't catch him, I don't know what's going to. Here we go. Here comes a trout. This cast. There we go. Called it. Oh, and he might have murked it a little bit. Let's see how far this guy swallowed it down. Ah, you little turd. This guy swallowed it all the way up to his butt, so I'm gonna cut the line and let him go. Now we cut the hook, so this guy should be good. Oh, and there he goes. He is taking off to live another day. Now we gotta tie on another hook. I don't know what it is about those rainbows, but they ferociously eat those little Berkeley trout worms. Getting low on these. Size 6 Aberdeen Eagle Claw 50 count hooks. The best you can get. Look at this. This is kind of gnarly but cool. Look at that. Anyway, that's a nice little creek find, but we don't need this guy here. God, that thing smells freaking gnarly. Only 2 trout in the bag so far. They weren't doing too hot. Definitely getting a little hot out here for them. It's getting hot. They aren't doing hot. I'm hot in these silly waders, but I also don't have a bunch of ticks and poison ivy all over me. So I am thankful for that. Got a little something on here. Red breast. Largie in front of us. See if we can get this dude. Oh, got him. That was pretty sweet. Just watched him gobble it right down. Decent little creek largie. This guy just had to see what all the commotion was about with that little pink worm. Whoa, I almost fell in the water. Little creek largemouth bass. There he is, little largie. Like and subscribe for more. Holy smokes. We're definitely getting some use out of this last little pink worm. 5 or 6 different holes in it, and it's caught about 5 or 6 different fish. How many more are we gonna be able to get with one worm? Look how dinged up it is right now. Definitely seen better days. Another red breast. Ah, man, never gonna be able to catch one of those trout. Bluegill. Ka-plunk. Oh my gosh, these bluegills are just non-stop. That is a real pretty one. Well, everybody, definitely not the most exciting video, but this is a good example of what you can expect this time of year when you come down to the creek and you're fishing for trout. You might catch a couple of them here and there. You probably see quite a few of them, but you know, most of the time you just catch a whole bunch of panfish and native species like small largemouth and smallmouth bass. However, anyway, we still did have a great day of fishing out here and caught ourselves a whole bunch of fish, just not particularly the species of fish that we wanted to catch. Anyway, I hope you guys all liked the content. If at any point in time you did, please scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button right down there, leave me a comment, let me know what you did or did not like about this video. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, what the heck are you waiting for? Do that now. Eastern PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Until next time, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and stay fishy.